What's up, you guys? Welcome back to J Ransom TV. We back at it again. This is episode 4 of Brilliant Healers, New Life in the Shadows. Last episode ended with the Iron Rose pulling up with the blicky and shot him with a poison gas.
Popped him.
So we just about to jump right into it.
I'm surprised. Didn't expect to find a target in a place like this.
Xenos, no! What did you do?
I did my job. I'm currently working on a different case. I have also been investigating a string of child abductions in the slums.
Xenos would never...
I like her
You are
little
clearly
get
an
up.
elf child. This
Sorry.
man is clearly a human being. He's not your family, but here you are. I found him at last. Pretty clever trick hiding out and setting up shop in such a desolate
Oh,
area.
she think he's those slavers from episode 2.
Which
Got
is an
you.
illegal act unless conducted through proper channels.
You're not listening to me. He saved me. Xenos rescued me, okay?
What? Was I wrong?
As wrong as you
Kinda.
possibly
Shoot
can.
first, ask questions later.
Right,
That
no,
was
for
only
real.
a lethal round meant for apprehending suspects. Although he won't be waking up for a while. I'm a perfectionist when it
She
comes
got the
to my
wrong
work,
nigga.
but I have a short temper, which is my only real flaw.
Oh, you don't say. And I thought your terrible sense of direction was your only real flaw.
But I don't see how. This has been a day of inexplicable events.
Yeah, I think I can safely file getting shot by someone I've never met before into that category.
Yeah.
Are you some sort of
real?
illustrious sorcerer? Devoted to the craft of defensive magic from an early age? Tirelessly mastering your field and earning you the name, he who knows defensive magic?
Nope, none of that. And that is an awful name.
I have a lack of creativity when it comes to names, but that's my only flaw.
How many
I'm sure that's an anime too. I
There is
have
no
no
other
idea.
explanation
Yeah.
that makes any sense.
He had an OP
You may find the
defensive.
truth
He put all the
in
stats into the
but
defense or
there's
something
no
like that.
deceiving Vice Commander Krishna.
That's a
That's
isekai.
hilarious.
You're a vice commander of the Royal Order?
I am. And you are Mr. Xenos? I do hope you will cooperate with my investigation.
She happy. It's
Put up the
her.
signal to warn everyone to
That's
keep
her
their
drama.
distance, but still,
Right, she like all
fingers
that
crossed
shit.
They don't come waltzing in here.
I've actually
Oh.
come to the slums on a top secret mission of grave importance.
Doesn't it kind of defeat the purpose to share that with me?
For
The
real.
mission is to locate a dangerous individual and take them into custody.
It keeps getting less secret.
It will be difficult for you to cooperate if I don't offer at least some specifics.
I never actually agreed.
You're giving all the specifics.
Cooperation is mandatory for every citizen.
Stringency must be one of her only flaws. Alright, so who are you looking for then?
The mediator. Whoever ended the feud between the factions in the slums. Something wrong?
She crazy.
She happy.
Right.
As an enforcer of order, I can't overlook the potential threat.
She like,
presented
"I
to
told
someone
you."
who wields that kind of power. But the demi-humans refused to give me anything, even after I shook them down.
Lily.
It sounds like you know the mediator, elf girl.
What? No!
Yeah, for
Yeah,
real.
you
Shit.
said too much.
She defending him.
Well, no matter. I anticipated this difficulty in finding his
She's
trail.
funny.
Sounds like you need to get to work, so why don't I show you the way back to town?
You seem awfully eager for me to leave.
Well, no, I only...
Yeah.
Trying to get her ass out.
Yes, you may
They're about to
help
walk
me.
in right now, all three of them.
I suppose I should be on my way.
Oh, as soon as she walked out.
Why is there a bed down here in your library?
Oh, that? It's an old bed no one's using, so I brought it down here to throw it out.
In that case, I would greatly appreciate it if you could allow me its comforts.
What?
I've had trouble finding a base of operations. Here, I can remain close to my investigation.
Mhm.
It is ideal lodging. I will
I'll
of
be like,
course
"Get the
pay you
fuck
for your
out."
stay. It would allow me to weed out this freshly sprouted root of evil. I must capture him myself.
Nope.
First, a servant of the
Well,
devil.
you gotta go
now
sleep
root of
upstairs
evil.
with your ghost friend.
So, with painful predictability, the clinic welcomed a dangerous woman with open arms.
Here, nothing fancy.
Thanks. It looks great. Pardon me. My sensitivity to hot food and beverages is my one flaw.
You sure have a lot of flaws.
Yeah.
I was about to say, did she say something else
I'll just
was?
tell you.
She had like
That she's hot-headed?
Sure.
10 things she said.
Attention.
Something wrong, Lily?
Xenos, make room. And now, my usual.
I'm sorry, what?
I said my usual.
Head pat?
Oh, of course. The Japanisms.
Jealousy.
Will you please leave?
Are you alright?
Jealousy.
Oh, it's nothing.
Oh, she can't see her?
Oh, I've gone invisible and I'm whispering so she won't hear.
It's more like you're trying to give me a heart attack. But go on. Why would Lily be jealous?
She's trying to prove her dominance to this random new challenger. Oh, look at me. You'll never be as close to Xenos as I am. She refuses to tolerate this joyless and haughty woman who impulsively blasted you with a magic gun. Not to mention the insufferable contrast between her stern demeanor and sensitive tone.
Like everyone.
I am meant to be a perfect member of the Royal Guard, as well as a hero to the people. I'm allowed a single flaw at most, and even that is frowned upon. Answer me
But you
this.
have like
A
50.
single
As a
flaw,
powerful mage who
huh?
has perfected defensive magic.
Still latched onto that?
If someone were to master healing magic the way you've mastered the art of defense, would they be capable of fully regenerating a mangled arm?
Surely
No,
there are.
it can't be possible. Not for anyone other than a saint or a handful of the world's greatest healers.
Why? What does it matter?
In the midst of a duel with Sophia the Tornado, I did a fair amount of damage to her arm. Yet, when I saw her and her minions in the slums, she didn't seem to have a scratch on it. If there is a person with the skill to heal such grievous wounds, then their words might have real gravity amongst the factions. Another investigative thread to follow up on tomorrow. I will find the mediator. I'll arrest him, and I'll bring the origin of all iniquity to justice.
Origin of iniquity? You really keep leveling up. Just curious, but why do you feel so threatened by the slums?
It's not really much of a story to tell. My mother was murdered by someone who was living there. She was a profoundly kind-hearted woman. She visited the slums regularly to feed the hungry.
Forgot
helping
about
others make
backstories.
truly
Look,
happy.
just like mommy.
Until one day she
Say Nami?
returned to us as a corpse.
She looked just like her mom.
I was told they killed her while attempting to steal her wedding ring. Her infinite compassion had helped to save so many from hunger, but no one was there to save her. Her story
Can't hold that against
is what's
everybody,
driven
though.
mine. It's why I swore to
Yeah.
become a mighty
You
hero
said,
capable
"Fuck
of
the
scouring
slums."
crime from the slums and preventing others from suffering the same fate that my mother did. When my mom died, the act of smiling became unnatural and difficult.
Damn.
I shall return later tonight.
Your character got a little deep.
Right.
Don't pay her any mind, Xenos. Her story isn't all that unusual. I've seen a lot in my time, witnessed all the different ways a person's life can turn out.
Did you come down just to make me feel better? That's kind. Thank you.
Stop, I'm simply not fond of all this morbid mawkishness. What about the flag?
Right. I guess I'll take it down for now. Please try to be more
Flag?
careful.
Really sorry for the hassle, Doc.
I did not know they had
By
one.
the way, there's something you should know. One of my boys said that the night is sorry to
Oh.
interrupt, but I got lost.
Pull out the blicky.
What are you doing here?
They're like, hell no.
It's not what you're thinking!
You sound like a husband who was caught cheating.
For real.
Well, she lost her way and wound up here.
So the poor soul lost her way. What a scatterbrain.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
They didn't want to
The tiny
talk.
elf chick. I got turned around, and so I came in here to ask him for directions.
That arm looks better. I wonder how that happened. I have a sneaking suspicion it was the mediator who healed it. The same one who's collecting the key criminal players of the slums to threaten its innocent residents.
You think we're the ones who are threatening our own kind? I know I'm a two-bit rogue, so there's a fat chance he'll listen to me. He sees right through that noise. He only cares about healing whoever needs healing. Hell, hate to admit it, but he'd probably save your life too, if he ever saw your sorry butt dying. So long as you could pay the price. He's the opposite of folks like you who think the slums are the source of all evil. Your idea of justice? It's nothing but a sick joke.
How dare you? I can't shoot her with you standing there.
Well, bloodstains are hard to get out, and I can't let you kill my patients.
Patience?
Sorry I didn't mention it. But yeah, I'm the one you're looking for.
I'm
That's
the one.
impossible. You're the mediator?
Guilty.
I'm not buying it. The criminal I've been tracking is a master of healing magic. And you've demonstrated that you specialize in defensive magic. It would be impossible to wield two kinds at such a high level.
I'm not a master of anything. And
Yes,
both
you
types
are.
of magic are concerned with amplifying the body's natural functions.
He's the
So
master's
similar.
masters.
I've taken a lot of magic lessons and have never heard logic like that. But still, you've made one thing quite clear. You've sided with the demi-humans and the mediator instead of crown and country. I have no choice but to find a different base of operations.
Krishna,
It's not every day that one has the
Oh,
pleasure
she
of
about
an
to go see that
unexpected visit
dude.
from the Vice Commander of the Royal Knights.
Lord Kalendor, are you aware that a ring of thieves has been
She had
operating
to
in this
put her
area?
blickies up when
If you're
visiting
referring to the
nobility.
gang visit, then
They're
yes,
like,
I'm quite
sorry.
Right. And to address the issue, our intentions to enhance local security. We would appreciate it if you and your fellow nobles would help us by practicing strict vigilance. On that note, to ensure your safety, I'd like to do a security assessment of your manor.
Someone scary.
There's no need to fear. From here on out, no harm will come
You
to
get knocked out.
Right, she went up in a damn cell too.
Who am I?
You don't have no
I'm
blicky.
the hero that's going to save you.
Magic gun. I must admit, I've taken a liking to the weapons you knights use. It's the perfect tool for keeping insolent brats in line. A lowly knight like you should know better than to sniff around the business dealings of a nobleman.
Mother, I was wrong. It seems I'm not really a
He all
hero
twisted.
after all.
They just made him look super crazy.
Rod's still alive. I knew we should have taken
Oh.
the scenic route.
Sophia, you're here? I don't get it.
Nice.
this was a dangerous move, and a bold one, but don't take that as a compliment. It's a flaw. I went out of my way for this house call, so don't be shocked if the cost annihilates your savings.
Who are you?
I'm nobody, just an underground healer.
And I'm his sultry reptilian guide.
Cut the comedy act. You're one of those filthy lizard men. It's basically a public service for me to ensure there's one less thief prowling the slums. Now stand
The Iron
down.
Rose just went there, didn't tell nobody at headquarters.
Not the gun throw. This goofy.
Trash.
What's this?
Nigga tried to run away and trip, drop the gun.
Please,
Shoot
a
that
street
nigga.
rat like you dares to point that gun
Shoot
towards
him.
Mr.
He ain't
Brown?
gonna do it.
Maybe you shouldn't be shooting people unless you're prepared to be shot yourself.
No, wait.
He ain't gonna do it.
Just lower the gun and I'll give you whatever you ask
You
for.
gonna shoot him and heal
To be
him either
honest,
way.
I'm not in a big hurry to murder a stranger. You really
Oh, the
think I'd let you get
kids.
away with
They can't
killing
see
my
them.
future patients?
Damn.
What?
What kind of bullet was that?
Did you kill him?
The limiter was on, so he should survive. It's not exactly my duty to be judge and jury, you know.
I'm baiting. Please listen closely. Report what happened to the Royal Knights.
That sounds like a lot of pesky paperwork. I'll leave the bureaucracy to you. Seems you're down a left arm.
What the fuck? When did her arm go missing?
Vital organs.
I did not know that.
Such a minor
What the hell?
into the iron
I
walls.
thought-
No wonder she was down like that.
Yeah, he damaged her bad.
I just thought he shot her in the back.
Mister,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
This
Why does
nigga.
everyone want to
grown
chat when
arms.
trying to work?
you're a hero.
Nothing that impressive, I'm afraid. Just an underground healer from a rundown clinic.
Is the hero lady still gonna save us?
You're the one who first took action. There's a word for that. Hero.
I don't believe it. Could it be true?
Kids, it's over. I'm right here. Everything's going to be okay now. I'll have you free soon. I've never met a real hero before.
For so long, I believed my mother was a pitiful fool. Yet, looking back, I recall her eyes were always smiling as she fed the children of the slums without judgment or hate.
And you know what? I bet she was a hero to them, in the same way that you are to all these kids whose lives you just saved.
My mother.
I'm sorry, y'all. There's a lot going on in LA.
Panicky, short-tempered.
A lot. I just found out today. I'm a day
She was
late.
a truly flawed creature. But still, regardless of her many shortcomings,
I know without a doubt she was my hero.
About to confess.
About to throw the
I
throw the
have to
pee
know.
at him.
Why did you save my life back there?
You owe me money? In case you forgot, you agreed to pay for using the clinic's bed. It's much harder to collect a debt from a corpse. Naturally, I'm adding the cost of your healing to your substantial tab.
my tab, huh?
Mhm. You know
Look
what
at
they
that.
say?
I
You
guess
can
you
make her
can
giggle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm smiling. How unusual.
She'll take the pickle.
Mm-hmm.
A bit more practice probably wouldn't hurt.
Hell, I think that smile only ups your creep factor.
Hey, that's to be expected. It's been a long time for me. And not being good at smiling happens to be my only... No. One of my many flaws.
There you
Got
go. All right, that was episode 4 of Brilliant Healer and the New Shadows.
Pretty good.
I said the title wrong.
No.
I don't know. That animation for the shooting, they didn't have no budget for that. He shot multiple times and then they even show all the bullets. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, the budget was not in that episode. We gonna see if they use it all in the first episode.
I was about to say that. Oh, they used it all in the first episode without that high movement and shit.
Yeah, because that other show I told you about,
Mm-hmm.
the budget is in certain scenes, but they certainly had more than this one so far.
It's cool. They just gotta know when to turn the shit on is all.
Yeah. So, the Iron Rose, when she went to the slum, she was shaking down Lizard Man.
Oh, the Iron Rose, yeah.
Yeah, but she had to leave, and she ended up at the clinic.
Lost. Coincidence.
Yeah,
Big
coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
And she decided to, like, have her base there while she investigate.
Rude.
Yeah.
Just tried to invite herself in. That was very rude of her.
Man, she just came in, shot out the blicky at him, and he almost blew his cover. Same with the elf girl, Carmina, because Carmilla's a wraith. I forget the elf girl's name, but they kept almost blowing their cover because they were just saying too much. And then Xenos, luckily Iron Rose is dumb because he kept talking to himself like.
Oh yeah, right across from her.
It looked like he was talking to himself like suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
But Iron Rose is dense, but she's smart at the same time because she was put together like,
Yeah, she put it together.
That's weird how you could do this. That's weird. All of a sudden, someone's healed.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was putting together slowly, and then the laser chick. She just happened to. I don't remember her name again. She just happened to walk in. They was about to fight, and Xenos revealed who he was, but she didn't believe it. And laser chick told her like, the true person behind the kidnappings is a noble.
Right.
And she had to come. She had to go investigate because she refused to believe a noble would do that. But like, you gotta learn there's bad people on both sides.
At least she checked it out.
Yeah, she checked it out, but she checked it out a little too much. And like, you don't know any hand-to-hand combat. Your senses are bad.
Mm-hmm.
You was too focused on the children. Like, all right, I saw the children here. Let me get out. But yeah, she got shot up. But we didn't notice she lost the arm. We saw the back mark, and I saw he shot her again. But I thought it was just like,
yeah, he just shot her just to keep her down.
damn.
Now we know why she was so down. Shit, she was missing her arm.
Yeah, blood
What kind of
loss.
gun is that? Well, the gun that could tear people's clothes off. Shit.
Yeah, with a limiter on.
Yeah. Why would they need that?
Like what kind of bullet was that? Because she used a gas bomb.
Mm-hmm.
And then
He's like what?
I don't know.
When he shot her in the back, I don't know.
Yeah, that was just like a stunt.
It wasn't a hole. It was like a rock, but
yeah, it was like a sharp pebble he shot at.
Yeah,
it.
one of them stones.
And then the lizard chick, she said the Iron Rose used a fire magic from the gun. Because I saw it has different settings because it, like the crystal and the whole changed. Yeah.
Got you.
Because when the dude used it was red, and then when she shot Xenos, it was purple. Mm-hmm. I don't know what kind of magic that was he used.
Look, he put some kind of healing magic to change it into some kind of special bullet.
Disintegration close.
Right. Something.
I don't know. So, yeah, we potentially got another one in the harem. Xenos saved her, but he's like, I saved you because I need that money.
Right? You got to pay up.
So,
and then he added the little arm tax.
Yeah.
You got to make sure you get all his money.
Mm-hmm. They ain't cheap.
I just going to give her another reason to keep popping her ass up. He ain't mad, though.
Hey, I need you to help me. Need your assistance. The Knights need your assistance. It's for the kingdom. You got to help.
We need your help. Only you can do it.
Right. So he just gonna keep getting dragged into stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're about to get into the next episode.
Oh yeah.